I will just use a couple of minutes to talk about what the Network for Evaluation of One Health is, and also say a few words about how we are bridging disciplines in the network. The Network for Evaluation of One Health is a EU cost-funded network. It has a duration of 4 years. We're now 2 years into the project, and we have another 2 years to go. It is open for anybody from a cost country to join, and we have a lot of people in the room who are part of the network. Could everybody who is part of NEO just briefly raise your hand so that you can see who you can talk to if you're interested and want to find out more? So there are a couple of representatives here today. Why did we start this network? We felt a couple of years ago that One Health is not really mainstream yet, even though when attending events like this, you get the impression there is a lot of One Health, eco-health, and similar concepts going on. But then you go to a, let's say, specialist health event, and people just look at you and they're like, what are you talking about? So we felt we need, if we want to promote One Health, we need to think about what is missing. And we agreed that there is a lack of standardized methods, approaches, and data to evaluate One Health activities, and also that there is not enough evidence to go to decision makers and say, look, we think we need One Health for these and these reasons, and that's the evidence to support it. So we had a workshop in London to discuss what would be suitable metrics for One Health benefits, and then following up from that, we widened it and to develop a larger framework for the evaluation of One Health. So our vision is to develop and use methods and frameworks for improved One Health decision making by creating this evidence that seems to be lacking. We have 4 key activities. The first one was to develop a handbook for evaluation of One Health. We now have a draft handbook that is being used in the network. So we have given that to Working Group 2, which is applying the handbook to a set of 12 case studies. Once the case study results will be available, they will be combined with data from the literature to do a meta-analysis. And we have a working group which is focusing on dissemination and stakeholder engagement. This is just to show you that we have members from a large number of countries. We have between for example, Armenia, to more than 40 countries in the UK. We have more members in the UK because I'm based at the Royal Vet College in London in the UK, and I'm the chair of the network, so I try to pull in a couple of people from the UK, but we also have other countries where people are quite active and are engaging other members in the country. We have members and associates from a wide range of disciplines. We bring together epidemiologists, medical doctors, economists, microbiologists, anthropologists, evaluation specialists, and many more. And at the beginning, there was always this definition, what is One Health? What do we mean by One Health? And we did not want to get into a debate about the definition of One Health, but we spent a lot of time thinking about what One Health characteristics are. And based on that, we came to an agreement that we view One Health as a systems approach to complex health challenges, which is operational through One Health thinking, planning, and working, and which relies and results in One Health learning, sharing, and systemic organization. The learning can, for example, be individual, or it can also be, which we hope to see happening at the institutional level, so that there is institutional learning and institutional memory, which helps the organizations to work together better and also in the long term. And if we get this right, if the operation and the infrastructure is working in the right way, then we can hopefully produce social, environmental, and economic outcomes as pillar of sustainability. So with this broad range of members and this idea of the One Health characteristics, we feel that we start moving away from this more narrow definition that One Health is a combination of animal health and human health. So we're not saying anymore that to be One Health we need to have at least some animal health and some human health considerations and maybe some environmental health considerations, but we say we're looking at the system and we use the disciplines or expertise that is needed to tackle a specific challenge. In this, we use an iterative process of questioning, reflecting, challenging, and developing and refining the framework, and based on the handbook and also the case studies that are being implemented at the moment. So we see that we have developed already a learning organization which is dynamic and evolves over time. So with that, we hope that we can continue to bridge different disciplines and make further progress with our handbook. Thank you.